Hi guys, I promised you a Pluto video a while ago and I am just now getting to it, so my apologies. So first and foremost, why is Pluto so significant all of a sudden or in the past few years? And the reason why is because the last time that Pluto was at 24, 25 degrees of Capricorn was in 1776 when the United States Constitution was signed. So that's why the United States is now having their Pluto return. And so that's something really important to think about because Pluto takes a very long time to go around the sun. And this isn't something that, you obviously signed up to be here during that time or during this time. And so you might want to think about why you would possibly do that and what is it that you are looking to implement and change for the collective. But the second piece is in 2009, Pluto went into Capricorn. Capricorn is a foundational sign. It is the structure. It represents legacy, father. It's the 10th house of the zodiac. And that's really all about father, heritage, legacy, but it's also very foundational. And so Capricorn is a cardinal sign. Cardinal signs are the initiators. They are the ones who go first. And the thing is with Pluto being in Capricorn, you've got Cancer who's opposite, Libra, and Aries. These are all of the cardinal. So since 2009, anything that you have in Aries or anything that you have in Libra have been squaring Pluto. And so you have probably been going through Pluto transits. And Cancer is in opposition. And that's the clash of energies where you have to have a compromise. And then anything that you have in would be conjunct. And that's a whole different meaning. So even if you're a Sagittarius or a Leo, like I'm a Virgo, but I have 3 planets in Libra and I have stuff in Cancer and I have stuff in Capricorn too. And so literally since 2009, I have been going through one Pluto transit after the next. And I'm guessing if you're still listening to this video, you probably have had a handful of them as well. So that's important to remember because Pluto transits are tough and they last 2 to 3 years and they are life-changing. Pluto evolves you and they typically tend to be pretty painful in terms of Pluto kind of wrecking the foundation so that it can be rebuilt in a stronger way, maybe perhaps based on something that is more real or true for you today. And then the final piece, psychology. And the houses very much aligned to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The first house, the second house, the third house, and they form a pyramid. And the thing is if that bottom layer is reestablished, if you're going through a Pluto transit to your first house or your second house or your third house, and those are being rebuilt, you can't focus on your fourth house, your fifth house, your sixth house until you get that foundation reestablished. And Pluto typically tends to hit very structural, foundational levels for people. And so think back to 2009 and you can Google Pluto transit dates and degrees. I like Dr. Stanley. She has a great website. And then you can look to see, let's say you have in Libra, you have something at 15 degrees. You can look and see when Pluto was going over 15 degrees of Capricorn, because that's when you would have been going through a square to Pluto. And that's going to be a 2 to 3 year transit, rebuilding something. And it takes a while to get through it and it tends to be pretty grueling. But that is why Pluto being where he's at today is so significant. One, because it's the United States Pluto return, which means that we are rebuilding our government structures. No shocker there. But that's being reworked and redone, and that's typically more painful during that process. And it's not until after you're past it for a few years and you look back and you realize, wow, we were really in that storm. You don't realize the magnitude of the storm until you're on the other side of it. So, show yourself some compassion. It hasn't been easy. But if you've had a lot of things that have been completely reworked in your life and you're perhaps still going through it, more than likely you have a lot of planets or points in cardinal signs. And I'm going to do another video right after this one, which I'll explain how you can pull your chart and then how you can briefly read it just kind of as a quick glance. So I hope this helps. And in 2023, Pluto goes into, I think it's 2023 or 2024, Pluto goes into Aquarius. And so now the fixed signs will slowly start going through everything that the cardinal has been through since 2009. So stay grounded and good luck.